Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Asim Anazir. So today I'm gonna show to you the demonstration for my practical test for course for my subject electronic instrumentation. So let's go. First, we are gonna use the prompt user. We are gonna put head and temperature. Temperature we are using Celsius, and for head we are using M. So in message we will write select the maximum values. For that part, for your information, I have done this for the first time, so now I'm just doing the second time to show to you how I done my task. So next we are gonna use for numeric indicator. First we write a temperature max, and next one is we use a head max. And this only for aligning. Then we need to connect these two from user to the indicator. Then we need to use a tap control. For the page 1, we are gonna write fluid systems, and the page 2 we are gonna write for temperature systems. Thermal system, I'm sorry. Next we use the numeric indicator. So for this for the fluid system we are gonna write for magnitude QI, and for thermal we are gonna write capacitance. And then for thermal, we're gonna use first is capacitance, and then is resistance, and then temperature, input, and lastly is initial temperature, theta. Next we're gonna place a thermometer, into the thermal systems. And the fluid systems for the seconds for the indicator is we're gonna do it is initial head, resistance, second is we're gonna write is initial head, next is a resistance, and lastly is a capacitance. So to avoid missing for fluid and thermal, as you can see, I'm use the small words for fluid system, and for thermal system I'm using a large. Next we are going to input the tank into the fluid systems. Next we're gonna push a horizontal switch, and this switch we are gonna rename it to select input type. Then just we're gonna write a step and impulse, steps on the left side and impulse on the right side. Then we are gonna make them as a group to make it easy going. And here is a bit faulty here, we need to adjust. So select input T is for thermal, but here is, so here is the right one. Select input T is for thermal, and select input type F for fluid systems. Method, we're gonna change it into view as icon. Next we're going to use a case structure. That control will be connect to the case structure, and so on the top of the case structure will show the thermal system and the fluid systems. Next we're gonna close loop. And then weight we're gonna place inside the closed loop but outside of the fluid system and thermal systems block. The setting on the time is gonna be 200. Sorry. Then we will put a second case structure inside the case section of the fluid systems, and the solid input type F for the fluid will be connected to the new case structure. Then we are gonna put of the numeric equations into the case structure to performing suitable or correct equation. So some of the equation that we use is the multiply, plus, divide, and exponential, basic exponential, 1/x, and compound arithmetic. Next, we will connect all the equation of arithmetics in a correct form. So we will need to complete it for true false for the fluid system and true or false of the thermal systems. To change it, we need to change mode and use a multiply for this. This is a simple mistake that I have made, so we need to focus on the placement of each initiator and how we want to connect each of them into the arithmetic equation in the block. We will have some issues here, but we still can manage to complete the true false for both fluid system and thermal systems. For the false, for the fluid system, we might use multiply, divide, negative x, and for mathematics, as usual, exponential. And here also we use a subtract. As I said earlier, thermal also need to have the true, and false case structure. We will try to make a false first. Here we are using multiply, divide, negative x, exponential. And we connect them. Make sure to do this connection in the case structure carefully, because if you have connects one wrong lines into the wrong we need the should be component, then your equation will be wrong. If there is this like this not complete connects, don't worry, we will have the next steps to show how to complete them. Then we have the Then we're gonna to use elapsed time. Yeah, 0.2. Now we're gonna use control for reset. Reset button. Then we need to put a thermometer and tank into the structure. For the thermal, we will create a constant for temp. And then we're going to add another block of sequence. Add a layer. And put the first provisor inside the layer. And on the right side also we have the add another layer. add a vi, create, method for the class, and initialize. Connect both of them. And we need to focus on create values for temperature max and heat max from the prompt user. Using a multiply, we need to connect them to the multiply symbol to forms connection between thermometer and tank. The constant is 0.7 for both of them. For the multiply, and then we use a greater than symbol. There are gonna be two of them, the greater than symbol, because you need to connect to thermometer, and the tank for each of them. And for these two, they are called select symbol. Then we use a string constant to write a sentence that we will use to make a select choose either one of them when the condition is met. first we're gonna put for thermal system, and next if we do fluid system. So the right sentence is that we want to write here is a warning systems, warning sentence for the system when the requirement is when the requirement needs is fulfilled. Next, we use a string indicator that will be shown what have we set earlier, which is maximums above 70%, either max head or max thermal, max temperature. Then we will add one more case structure that connect to the tap control. And then the select will go through the case structure into the string. We need to be careful because the thermal is for thermal and fluid is for fluid. Next, we need to add a stop button. We will replace it after safety. Safety button. Next, we will use for greater than. The first greater is only greater, but this two is a greater than symbol. Next, for the inside terminal, we will add one more grater that will be connecting to the elapsed times, and the constant will be 2000. Now it should be at 10,000 only. 1,000. So we done. So when we try to run, there is a problem. We will try to resolve our problems. And we will try to run temperature to T, heat 10s. So what will be the expected result? Result will be when the temperature reaches 30, then the system will be shut down. Then what will be on the tank? When tank reaches 10, the system will be shut down. So that's all from me. I hope this video will help you. Don't forget to like and comment. Thank you.